second time I've attempted this, but there is now kind of a game approach. As far as you sticking $10 into the pot, so you're investing a little bit into it. Then you have a point system based for everything. So again, now we have a little bit of incentive to work out again. Some of it will be based on what the scale says, what your clothes are saying, but the other half is based off your performance in here as well. Because technically, if you're eating like you should, you're getting all the protein, you're getting just the right amount of carbs, then you should be performing better. So you're going to get points for that as well. Okay? This is a zone approach. A zone. So if you came in here going, I want to know about paleo, primal, high fat, ketosis, virgin diet, Mediterranean diet, I ain't doing that. This is zone. The reason why I selected zone was because it's the easiest to break into. Okay? Because you are doing 40% carbs, 30% fat, 30% protein. So that means every single meal, I get to eat a little protein, carbs, fat. So it makes it very easy to kind of wrap your head around the beginning of what you need to know. You will have to measure everything in the beginning. You will have to read nutrition labels in the beginning. You have to. Everyone has to. You can, at about the end of the first month, possibly get an eye for what something looks like. You know how much it is now. That is no guarantee. Until you have that ability, you got to keep measuring, weighing, whatever it takes. Okay? The amount of work you put into this is the amount of work you get out. Your body does not lie. You can come in and go, oh, I did pretty good on this. You know, it's just maybe a couple things. No, you're lying. Okay? So when it comes to working out, I'm all about cheering you on, going like, hey, let's do this thing. You're doing awesome. When it comes to nutrition, like my mom experienced when I was visiting Seattle a couple days ago, I am very blunt about what goes on. Because if you look at the second sheet, the very last mental goal and task. I will accept what I look and perform like if I'm unwilling to change my habits. Alright? If you don't like where you're at, you better start investigating what you're doing. Because what you're doing equals this. Body won't lie. Okay? So, if we switch back to the first page, Nutrition Challenge, it's zone. It's first step in learning from the basics, the foundation you learn in here. In this challenge, you can then start splitting off into high fat, primal, paleo, because you'll have a better understanding of how much you can have, what portions look like, and also how your body reacts. We're going to start off broad for the first month because this will work for most people. Most people, this will work. Everyone is unique, though. You are a special snowflake. Okay? So some people will do better on higher carbs, some people do better on lower carbs, some people do better on high protein, some people do better on lower. Same for fat. However, starting off this first month by just doing the generalization, you're going to get somewhere. And then after the 3 months, you can start tweaking and going off from there because you've laid the foundation. So, prizes and points. There's 3 winners every month. One for the number of pounds lost. Whoever wins the weight loss for that month. $15 off membership. The total body fat percentage lost. So if someone goes from like 14.9 to 12.3. Wow, okay. Awesome. If you have the highest number of body fat percentage change for this group, you win as well. Because if you lose body fat, you gain muscle at the same time, but the scale reads the same, but your body fat percentage change, well then you should be awarded thus, because you're putting in the work as well. Okay? And then, most points per month. That's where those people who are all about, I just want to lift heavy things, pick them up and put them down. That's where you Most points per month. So if your performance is increasing, more strict pull-ups, more handstand push-ups, whatever it may be, you get awarded points as well. Okay? There will only be one winner for each category. So if for some weird reason, the person who lost the most amount of pounds, lost the most amount of body fat, and had the most months per month is the same person, well, we're going to find differently. Okay? You're only going to win in one category each month. Okay? And then at the very end, 3-month grand prize. So whoever has the most points at the end of the month, at the end of the 3 months, you get a month free. Okay? That is your awesome job. There you go. Okay? So, anyone have any questions for the points system? Pretty straightforward, right? Benchmarks. Benchmarks for everything. Strict pull-ups, strict ring dips, strict pull-ups, double unders if you get better at that. That is the one thing that's not necessarily body weight totally dependent. But obviously, if you're lighter, you're able to breathe longer. Okay? Good. So, the scale is going to give me all the information I need for total pounds lost, body fat percentages, muscle gain, stuff like that. So, if you get better at double unders, strict ring pull-ups, body weight, that sort of thing, it's on the other system. So, obviously, if you walk in here being able to do, let's say, 5 strict pull-ups, you can't go in there counting, well, I got 3 points already. Okay? It's when you reach the next benchmark. And it's going to be on the honor system. And so there's a little bit where I'm going to be able to call BS. Okay? So like if Teddy and I were joking about this, and Teddy walks in, well, I got 6 points because I can now do 7 pulls. You could do pulls before. I'm going to call BS on those points, I'm going to negate them. Okay? So there is a little bit of just, you know, like always, hold yourself accountable. Because if you want to tell yourself the story, well, I'm eating right. No, you're not. You want to tell yourself the story, oh, I got strict pulls and all that. All right, but you're just cheating yourself. Okay? Any questions about this?
Is there going to be a board where we keep these points, or we keep them our own selves, or you keep points, or where does that happen?
I'll set up a board. Note to self. Okay, are we ready for the nitty-gritty stuff? How in the world do I figure out what I'm supposed to be doing? Okay? So in the packet that you guys should have, and Ivy, this is what you were asking about, bridge. Here you have ideas for what a block is. Okay? 5 blocks, 4 blocks, 3 blocks, you got ideas. That is what you can start with. It is not the Bible of I can only have those things, but it gives you something to start with. Because if you have cooking tendencies, you can just take, oh, okay, I can use spinach, I can use a little bit of rice, I can use a little bit of nuts, I can use a little bit of chicken, throw them together. You can also do that as well. They're just ideas. So if you come to this page, it says what a small female is, 10 blocks. Medium female, 11. Athletic, large, athletic, well-muscled female, 14. How do you figure out what you are? Very simple. After we get done here, we are going to weigh you. And that scale is also going to tell me how much muscle mass you have. That's a very important number. Because your muscle mass is what we are looking to support. We're not looking to support how much you weigh right now. Okay? So you are going to take your lean body mass. That's your muscle. Once you take that number, you're going to times it by 0.7. It's some random arbitrary number that us PT guys like to use. Okay? It signifies activity. since all of you are working out 3 times a week, or at least, dear God, I hope you are, point 7 will work. If you are not, if you are being more sedentary than that, then that number's going to have to drop to 0.6. If you do absolutely nothing all day, all week long, you're doing nothing, that's 0.5. But I'm assuming you're working out 3 times a week, 0.7. So you're going to take this, figure out what it equals. Okay? Once you get this number, we'll call it Z. You're going to take Z and times it, divide by 7. Don't ask me why. I take things on faith. Okay? Once you have done this, you will get how many blocks you need to eat. This is going to give you your blocks. Right there. Questions? Questions about that? We are going to get your lean body mass at the end. Because some of you worked out, I need to give you guys a chance to kind of normalize a little bit so we'll get a more accurate number. Okay? Would you guys like an example?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is an example of a CrossFit Games competitor. Okay? In the off season. So he is 210 pounds. We're going to say he does 3 watts a day. So we're going to times that.
A day?
I said week. In my head I said week.
I was like,
210 pounds is lean body mass then?
No.
do we want to remake this?
No. You have thankfully caught me because I've skipped a step. He's 210 pounds.
I was going to say, that's a big guy.
Especially for CrossFit.
When I was 240 at my leanest, 240, I was only carrying about 207 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, that's
pretty good. He is 14% body fat. Okay? 14% body fat. So he takes his 210 times it by 0.14. That's going to give him 180 pounds of lean body mass, muscle. Makes better?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for catching me on that. All right. So we take this. We're going to assume he's really doing the off season, so he's not doing 3 workouts a day. He's doing 3 a week. So we take 180 lean body mass times by 0.7. Questions so far? Gives you 126. Okay? Then you take this number, which was Z, right? 126 divided by 7. Any math wizards?
No, sir.
Did you
I totally